Hello, I am Zero, basically the new talking head on YouTube. I decided to go underground about 10 or so years ago. I've put out a few videos, but for the most part have been biding my time and skilling up to be able to combat the trolls and other people uh, on the internet that will berate me for all of my things that are uh, lacking in either my vocabulary, which I have done a great deal to work on, or my physical appearance, which people love to point out in spite of uh, points that we can make as people. I'm probably going to uh, put some sort of lens on my videos in the future, but I've got nothing to hide. I'm just your general rat looking bastard, very Pete Buttigieg esque, which kind of freaks me out. Which is why I'm kind of coming out to be like, hey, this is America, and Pete looks like he could be one of my cousins. And if you knew my cousins, then you'd be like, I don't trust him. And you shouldn't trust me. You shouldn't trust anybody unless you have a relationship that has proven trust over time. So I just thought that I'd make a quick video because I'm all fired up about what's going on with the current political process of trying to decide who gets to run our country. And it seems like the person with the best ideas is not necessarily the least listened to, but Andrew Yang. This has all been a run up for 2 minutes about how Andrew Yang is still our best shot and hope for 2020 election that is truly representative of the American people. I have spent a little bit of background the past 20 or so years trying to identify same and similar problems to what Mr. Yang has identified as being symptoms of the Great American Disease, which has only grown more severe as time has continued to march on, just like any viral outbreak, sickness in society, if untreated, will continue to grow and spread and just become bad, 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 bad. We've all seen what was that movie Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman? Yeah, a little bit of throwback there, but good times. I may be off on that reference. Sorry. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, I'm going to be uploading this to encourage you to get on the phone with all the people that you know. Just start with your contacts and just get on the phone. If you know anything about Andrew Yang, start talking to your friends and your family and get them to be a part of the movement, because we don't have to be a part of this Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Republican, Democrat, like ongoing cycle that, like, it was predicted a few years ago by some big data experiments that, like, we'd grown beyond like the need to actually, like, humanity can't be governed in a sense like anarchy. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying it, anarchy is the way forward, that we all have to believe in ourselves and in our neighbors and not judge or tell other people what to do, but allow them to make the best decisions they're capable of. But first we have to have a universal basic income. Without that, we are unable to have a floor to stand on. And there's no way of putting up walls, building a shelter, getting out of the elements, which that is another interesting issue of the divisiveness of nature versus society and artificial environment. We can't exist anymore in our natural environment, and we've done a good deal to destroy that natural environment. So each person with universal basic income would be able to start building a more secure future for what little time the American economy has left. And I know that's like doomy, but if you really think about it, the American economy has been living on borrowed time for the last, let's see, it's 2020, 12 years plus. In 2008, when we did the bailout of Wall Street And even before that, into 2004 with the deindustrialization, post-industrialization of places like Michigan, which I have been a resident of for the majority of my life. I was born here. I live here now, and I've left a few times, but I always come back. Michigan is my home, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done to help rebuild all of the super impoverished communities that I see every day. I don't fully uh, want to disclose how I know what I know, but I'm in the community here in the heart of Michigan, and I see a lot of suffering. And I've been just trying to keep my head down and keep working and keep, making it through the day. But just because I'm making it doesn't mean that all of my neighbors aren't. I can hear my neighbors like yelling at each other, and like the pain that comes from that. Like universal basic income would help these people out of the hole, to actually have a floor, to not be underground. It would bring us to the surface. It would show America really, truly who and what we are. We need to shine a spotlight on ourselves and be honest with ourselves, because that's the only way that we can heal as a people. And I'm sad that America is very, very, very sick. I have long considered myself a patriot. My ancestors have been here since time immemorial through various breedings and heredities, but I am America, and you are all too, because you've come here to make a better life. May have not been this generation or last generation, but we are all a nation of immigrants, and we need to welcome people with open arms the same way, because America used to stand for something. All right, got a little bit emotional there. I think we'll call it at that. The point is, everybody needs a basic income. I've worked with mutual aid network and time banking organizations. Some of our pilot programs have gone live around the world, but America just hasn't been ready for it. And I knew 5 years ago, hopefully the day would come that people would start to resonate with universal basic income and realize how it really is our only path forward. And that's what we have to be concentrating on right now, everyone, the path forward, because it's not left or right. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. It doesn't even matter if you're right or wrong. All that matters is that we start helping other people, because like Andrew Yang said, he couldn't do it on his own. He was stellar, created thousands of jobs, wildly more successful than any of my programs. His success is so much greater than my attempts and failures, but all of us still keep pushing on and trying. So with that, I'll sign off. Keep it under 10 minutes. Sorry, I don't know if I'm going to enable ads. Anything I make, I'll donate to some sort of worthwhile cause, which I will expand upon in future videos if this takes off. Y'all have a wonderful day. Just look for the change, and then be the change. We got to go Gandhi in this movement. Thanks for watching.